Hi everyone. We have discussed about the chromosome behavior and also the counting of the DNA content plus the chromosome number in the previous video. In this video, we will apply all these concepts into the reproduction. Reproduction will require the formation of the gamete. So for this Drosophila, in order to do the reproduction, they also need to produce their gamete. And to produce the gamete, they have to undergo the meiosis 1, then meiosis 2 in order to produce their gamete. So now let's say this is a male Drosophila. So this male Drosophila in their testes, they will be having the stem cell that is diploid to n equals 6. So this stem cell will undergo the meiosis 1 and then produce the 2 daughter cells. So at this time, these 2 daughter cells are all haploid. Then these two daughter cells will both undergo the meiosis 2, and each of these daughter cells, after undergo the meiosis 2, they will form another 2 daughter cells, which is also haploid, n equals to 3. So this is the chromosome behavior in all the daughter cells. So meaning that one stem cell is able to produce 4. Yeah, it's going to produce 4 daughter cells, 4 haploid daughter cells in the end. So that means that these 4 haploid cells later on will develop. Each of these daughter cells will develop and form a sperm cell. So the sperm cell will later fertilize, will bind and fuse with this ovum. The ovum is the gamete produced from the female, and the female Drosophila also undergo the meiosis 1 and meiosis 2, and in order to produce the ovum, which is having the same chromosome behavior and same haploid number. So that's why you can see that the chromosome number and chromosome behavior is the same. So the 2 gametes will fertilize and then form a zygote. So when they form a zygote, the zygote is actually containing all the chromosome. So that's why we will always say the homologous chromosome pair, right, is actually getting one from the father and one from the mother. So you can see here, this one set is from the mother, and then this one set is from the father. So the mother is give one rate and father give one rate. So these 2 rates will be one homologous chromosome pair in the zygote. Then later this zygote will become the baby Drosophila. So the homologous chromosome actually, it comes from the gamete. So the zygote is having the same diploid number, 2n equals to 6, like their parent. As you can see here, the parent 2n equals to 6. So the zygote, which will later become the baby, also 2n equals to 6. And this is having 3 pairs of the chromosome, same thing. The zygote or the baby is also having 3 pairs of the homologous chromosome. So later on, this zygote will need to develop to become the embryo, then embryo need to develop to become the fetus, then fetus become the baby. So in order for the zygote to develop to become the embryo, the zygote need to undergo cell division. They need to increase their number, then only then they can become the embryo. And embryo need to further develop, then only then they will become the fetus. So in order for the zygote to increase their number of the cells so that they can form the embryo, they need to undergo mitosis. So to undergo the mitosis, this zygote will need to undergo the G1 phase. Then after that, it need to undergo the S phase. So S phase is where the DNA replication will occur. So when DNA replication occurs, the chromosome of this zygote will change from this to become this. Because replication of the DNA occurs, so the chromosome will now change to this type. So that's why when this zygote start the mitosis, prophase, and then metaphase, it will having all the chromosome in this form. Then after that, they will just follow the same thing, follow this mitosis, and then one of this zygote cell undergo the mitosis, then they will form two daughter cell. So now it becomes two cell. Then these two cell, each of these will further undergo the mitosis again. So it becomes a cycle again and again and again. So in the end, it will create a lot of these cells. And a lot of these cells will mean it is an embryo. So you can see that the zygote is undergoing the mitosis and producing the daughter cell that is exactly the same like the zygote. The zygote initially is having 6 chromosome number. You can see chromosome number is 6. DNA content is also 6. It's having 3 pair of the homologous chromosome. You can see red, blue, green. Okay, and diploid number 2n equals to 6. The daughter, after going through the mitosis, the daughter cell that is being produced is the same. They are also having 3 pair of the homologous chromosome. As you can see here, red, blue, green. It's the same. Chromosome number also 6. DNA content also 6, just like the parent cell here, just like the zygote here. So only then, all of these cells will be identical. And only that they can create all of these identical cells, yeah, they can form an individual, right? Form an individual. So with that, yeah, that's how the reproduction occurs, and that's how we apply the concept of the mitosis and also the meiosis into the reproduction. So in summary, what we can see here is that in order to form the gamete, it has to undergo the meiosis so that they produce the haploid cell. And haploid cell fertilize with the haploid cell in order to get a diploid cell, which is a zygote. And then for the growth, and also for increasing the cell number, the cell has to undergo mitosis so that they can produce the daughter cell that is totally identical.